What's going on, guys? Megasmit here, and today we are going to be in the top lane as Renekton against a Vladimir. Now, with this lane, I don't ever intend on killing Vladimir. So, what I will probably be doing instead is looking for an opportunity to out-farm him, maybe? Or just stay in the lane, basically. Like, that's the best outcome, I think, for this, is just get into a position where I'm not constantly having to back against his damage and not having to be constantly pushed into my tower. And I think with that, what I'll end up doing is probably building like Sunfire so that I can continue to split push. It looks like Gragas is going to go into their jungle here, which is actually pretty scary for us. And I'm going to wait till he auto attacks me here or something. A little bit more than that, please. I don't actually know what he's doing here. He has a lot of opportunity, and I'm just missing a whole bunch of farm here trying to do this. And I'm going to be pushed against this tower here, but it looks like Gragas has spotted the enemy Warwick for me, so I do know that he's not going to be coming to top to me. Unfortunately, I just crit the creep there, so I don't know how many more of those crits I'm going to get, but I don't know if it'll be anytime soon against the Vladimir, at least. I might end up building an Infinity Edge. That is one of my favorite things to do as Renekton, but for this game, I don't think, I mean, I could maybe justify it for the Echo, but I usually end up doing it for people like Zed or Fizz, just people who, like, they come in temporarily, and that's sort of what Echo wants to do, but he also likes to fight for a little bit longer than most of those guys. Like, Zed will just come in with his W, ult, and then, you know, maybe E or whatever, send a Q in, and then ult back out, or W back out, whatever was furthest away, right? So, with that knowledge, as Echo, basically, yes, I will. It would be nice to have the damage to basically take him out of the fight. I don't think it's worth justifying that, and that was actually quite a bit good of damage there to put on Vladimir, and I am going to end up popping my health potion here so that I can try to stay in against the Vladimir, and I will, and actually waste his flash, which is actually really good for us. Vladimir is more of a late gamer than Renekton, so that's completely understandable that I could come out on top at least pretty early. I don't think I'm going to change my mind here, though. I will probably, I mean, it'll be really good for me to buy this. I mean, having the damage, oh man, I don't know if I should be doing this, but maybe it'll allow me to keep my advantage against the Vladimir, and I don't know if I should just have teleported top lane here. Looks like my creep wave will be just in front of the tower. Yeah, I think it's good that I didn't TP top. I can now save it for a potential gank in the bottom lane, which was our primary problem in the second to last game, I think, the Alistar game, where basically I think we could have won that game had I teleported into the bot lane and helped them out, but you know, hindsight's 20/20, of course. I'm going to end up trying to get all of this creep. Unfortunately, missed the cannon minion there. We are able to take out these mages after one tower shot, which is actually really nice. We have our ult, but so does Vladimir here, and Warwick is actually in the bot lane, so I'm gonna go in on the Vladimir here, and I'm actually not sure if he's scared of me or not yet, but so instead I'm going to wait for my E to come back up. I'm going to try and get some rage here. And to do that, well, first I'm going to pop another health potion, but okay. We should be able to live this, and we do. I think Vladimir's ult works with amplifying damage as well as the execute that it has on you, but I'm not entirely sure. Vladimir is one of those champions who, like, I still don't own Vladimir, even though he probably would work really well in my arsenal of top laners that I have to play. Okay, so there's not really anywhere that we can look to teleport to right now, which is okay. We can just E back to top lane 2 or 3 times and continue to farm up. Our Tiamat is actually in the correct position, so I don't even have to move it. Our mid laner is actually building magic resist, which is nice to see. He is going to be against an Echo as a Vel'Koz. Actually, I blanked on who that champion was for a second there, but Vladimir should end up pushing this lane at least a little bit back towards me, and as long as Warwick doesn't come top lane, we should be in an alright position here. I will try and... oh, we crit again on the... I don't want to E away and waste my rage. Unfortunate that I miscalculated that, and I gained my 50%, or yeah, 50... yeah, it is 50, 50 out of 100. So basically, I wonder, are there rage runes? I don't think so, right? There are energy runes, but there isn't rage runes. That's actually interesting. I wonder, like, how you would be able to use that, or like how that would change certain people. Like, who is it? Tryndamere for sure. Our bot lane is actually getting ahead as well. We are 7-1. A little bit unfortunate that the Warwick was able to take Dragon there, but that's okay. We don't need everything in this game to go our way, just the important stuff, meaning me having fun and winning my top lane, of course. But in all seriousness, though, I am going to go on this Vladimir a little bit here. And because we bought the Tiamat, we're actually able to stay here a little bit longer than this Vladimir probably wants us to. It gives us quite a bit of health regen, and I believe... oh, it doesn't give us the lifesteal just yet, but the full thing, the full Tiamat will. So we are going to try and get our rage up here. Gonna continue, unfortunately, because we have this Tiamat, be pushing into his tower, and I'm pretty sure that Vlad can pretty much get all of these minions without much of a worry here, so it doesn't really matter that we're doing that to him. Yeah, I'm pretty sure... okay, I got a little bit of lag there. I don't want to use my E just because I have no idea where the Warwick is, and he could easily just ult me, and you know, with Vladimir's ultimate and all those damage out. Yeah. Okay, so we just want to walk away from Warwick here, basically, and you know, it's good to know that Warwick is right here, but at the same time, we do not want to be allowing Vladimir to get any sort of advantage in the lane. Even if it is just one kill, that could mean all the world for our teammates who may not scale up quite as much as him. So I don't know where the Warwick is, but I just want to mark a little bit on the map. I could have said that Warwick was top, but I was more worried about my creep, which is probably just like a really bad excuse. That's okay, though. We'll just continue to put down a lot of harass on Vladimir here, only trying to last hit when they're very, very low HP, so that we can try and keep our wave pushing into us, and it looks like that should be possible here, even though this next wave might change that. So we have to be very careful in who we auto attack here, and that was. Oh, okay. I thought I was gonna miss that one too. I don't know where Vladimir is. Gonna let my team know that. So he might actually be roaming down to mid lane right now, and he might be able to turn this fight, but you never know. I'm actually just gonna push this in because I have no idea where he is, and I don't want him to be able to come back to top lane unpunished. I was worried that that cannon wasn't going to get close enough there for a second, and then of course the cannon dies a little bit too quickly before my melee minions could get there. The nice thing about building damage on Renekton early is that you can actually take down the top turret pretty quickly, especially with your W reset there. And I wonder... we're not going to be able to get it just yet, but... Okay. That's really good by our Vel'Koz there, who was able to roam up to top lane for me and finish off. I'm not sure what Warwick was really thinking there. I guess he thought that maybe he could flash away. I'm not sure if he actually did flash away, but he landed the ult on me. It was able to let Vladimir get his ultimate and stuff on me, but it wasn't enough, and it definitely wasn't enough to keep him alive. I thought that I might not be able to survive against the Warwick after that Q that he did on me, but even with that sustain that he has on the Q, it just wasn't enough for him to stay alive there. So I'm actually going to buy these boots, finish my Tiamat, which is, what is this called? A Ravenous Hydra. I just completely forget that all the time. So I think the best thing for us to do, other than actually we can definitely back here and finish upgrading our yellow trinket to a possibly a not sure what this guy is actually going to do against me showing up in his lane, but okay, I'm happy with that. Vladimir has to walk away from his top lane. I don't know. Oh, I'm not sure if we approach from the back here if we're going to be able to do anything. I'm going to wait for my Q to get up here. I'm going to dash on that as well. If I had my flash, I would definitely do that, but I don't need to apparently. I will, in fact, probably try to dive this guy, but that's okay. We will instead go on to Echo here. And this looks like it should be GG. Basically, got far enough ahead of Vladimir in this game where he can't really tank as well as he'd want to. And because, even though I don't have any innate tankiness, of course I have like tank runes and stuff like that on, but my Tiamat is allowing me to just basically do damage and stay alive because of the scaling my Q has for health. So, yeah, it's not that much though, that much health, but it is very nice to have as Renekton, where you can basically survive in team fights just by doing more damage. And that's something that a lot of people tend to forget, is that sometimes it's just necessary for you to commit to the fight. You know, you're under half health and you're already in the middle of their whole team. What's the point of you like flashing away? I mean, if you could really make sure that you're not going to die against their team, I guess do so, but at the same time, you are the tank. You want to make sure that you're there to basically absorb as much damage for your teammates as you can. And by you walking away during the middle of a fight, that isn't gonna, you're not gonna accomplish that job. So I'm hoping that our teammates, I mean, Leona is joining in here, and they're all pretty low except for the Sivir. That's okay. I'm just gonna take down this top lane turret, and I'm gonna go in here. And I thought I would be able to get the the dash off of Echo, but I killed him a little bit too fast, which I guess is just saying something because no, I basically missed utility, or I misused utility because I'm so strong. That's okay. Maybe if I could probably kill this guy if I got a crit on him, but didn't work out that way. I will instead walk away from this guy because there's no reason for me to risk losing. I was about to say, like, my Sword of the Occult for no reason. Of course, you know, I don't know. I guess it gives you what? Okay, we'll walk away from that. I guess the main thing that we want to try and do here is make sure that we aren't engaging on anything that's too bad for us. We are missing our jungler, but and I don't have my ultimate actually, so we need to be a little bit careful and make sure that someone like our Sivir just doesn't get caught out by like a Leona ult here, and even if she does, that we're able to peel for her while or after that happens. But I have 3 minutes on my TP, so that's a little bit unfortunate. We did go, however, to bot lane and basically clean them up. So I think it's a little bit worth it, even though we are going to miss a bunch of creep here, to our top lane turret. I almost just walked into that. Okay. Well, I don't want to. Okay. We are still in ult form here, so we need to be a little bit careful about who we are engaging on. I think that if I flash and W this guy, he'd probably be dead. But again, I don't really want to be overly aggressive for no reason here, so we are instead just going to focus on taking the turret down. Okay, that's good for us. Echo is not able to use his ultimate in any way that benefited him, other than maybe some poke damage that was put onto him, but I'm going to focus on getting the... Okay, we need to make sure that we're over here peeling for our carries. And I feel like we could probably still take them, even if okay. I think I wasted my my Q there. I think I could have got a bigger heal off of that, or I don't even know if I healed, to be honest, because I might have W'd the Vladimir with my rage instead of healing, which I would consider a mistake there. That's one thing that with Renekton you sort of have a metagame of making sure that you're using your rage and proccing your rage from your ultimate in the correct ways. So I think what I will end up doing here, though, is buying the Spirit Visage, and then go for the Sunfire, because the Spirit Visage will allow us to actually heal a little bit more from the Ravenous Hydra, and our ultimate actually doubles in health. So you normally gain 400 health, but with the Spirit Visage you gain 800. So that's almost 1,000 extra, or that's basically a full ruby crystal of extra health. So and we'll be protected against Warwick and some of Lucian's damage, and you know, there's a ton of things there. Okay, want to make sure that we are on their main source of damage here, even though he's just gonna walk away here. So instead of chasing him, I think what I actually want to do is focus in here on trying to get their inhibitor, but I don't think that's gonna happen. That's okay though. I will instead, we'll go back over here to our teammates who are re-engaging. I guess I should have just stayed in the mid lane here. I will be on the there we go. Okay, so Sivir was able to lash out there with her Q and get the final. I thought I would be able to steal that from her, but she was able to use the Q to execute Warwick and then get a couple of last auto attacks there on the Lucian. So they basically have no one here to defend, especially since for whatever reason Echo just isn't backing. And because of that, this game is going to end at 23 minutes in, which is a very nice contrast to that Alistar game. And yeah, I think we did pretty well during this game. We got far enough ahead of Vladimir where he basically couldn't stay in lane against us. And because of that, we're able to take the victory here. And luckily, the rest of our team did just as well. So, instead of doing any of this fumbo jumbo mumbo shit of trying to kill the team, I'm just going to end the game because I've seen way too many games of people coming back. Even though I don't think they were in any position to do that. I do think, however, I would just rather end the game now. So, like I was saying, top lane went well, bot lane went well, they got a couple of early kills, and then, yeah, I think what set Vel'Koz ahead was just, like, buying the magic resist there. I think that, that's something that a lot of people in mid lane and stuff like that overlook, I think. Building defenses to who your lane partner is, or who your lane enemy is. Someone like Zed might go, you know, Blade of the Rune King, where he could be going like Tiamat. And like Blade of the Rune King is good for somebody who builds a lot of health. Trying to think, but I really can't think of any good examples that come right off the top of the head. But you know, like maybe like Mordekaiser or something like that, where you know, he'll probably want to build like that staff, the staff that slows people, and that has health on it. And I don't know. But yeah, you can itemize in certain ways, and I think Vel'Koz did that, especially early against the Echo. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and until next time, okay? Bye.